Scorpio. This week I feel like relationships aren't all about winning. They're about finding a new way to make each other happy. This is Channel's Future Tarot. Welcome. This will be for the Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs of Scorpio. Take what resonates with you and toss the universe what does not. We're going to start out with that clearing of the energy with a smudge. We're going to use a singing bowl here as I do, taking that deep breath in and then exhaling whenever you feel so inclined to do so. That's just going to help balance your energies, set your intentions, and prepare for the messages, okay? If you are new or returning to the channel, welcome. I'm so happy to have all of you. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting. It means so much to me to see the channel growing, so thank you. Let's get started, Scorpio. All right, Scorpio, let's get into this. There's a lot of heavy energy as I was meditating on your energy and reading. I feel like someone, is coming, to feed you a story that's faker than a reality show for you, right? And I feel like that's sort of what's coming up in my mind. It's just I see this like sort of very over-dramatized event. Be careful for that. I don't feel like you'll be standing for that or falling for any misinformation or any, like that wide-eyed sort of tourist energy in Times Square. That's not going to be you this week, Scorpio. What's coming in for Scorpio? For love for April 2025. For Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, Scorpio. What's coming in for love for Scorpio? April 20. Alright, we won't take those. A little too many. Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, Scorpio. What's coming in for Scorpio? For love, we have empathy. You feel and understand the emotions of another in the service of love. Scorpio, as a water sign, I can definitely believe that that's what you are feeling. You're very empathetic. You can feel things, even though some people say that Scorpio is cold. And that's not how you have the biggest hearts. Ownership. You acknowledge your misdeeds and accomplishments alike and learn to love them all as lessons. I like this for you, Scorpio. We've all made our fair share of mistakes in the past, and sort of accepting and taking accountability, ownership of that. And seeing what, it doesn't define you, and they're not life sentences. They're made, you're meant to learn them and take them as lessons. Okay, Scorpio. Gratitude. I don't know if you can see that very well. You fully appreciate the invaluable lessons that life lovingly presents to you. Not always in the moment, Scorpio, I get that. As you've been going through them, probably in a way that's transformable, you've had to learn, some of the hardest lessons in your life path. And so that could be something you're trying to appreciate, learning the gratitude and not holding a lot of bitterness or regret there. We have detachment coming out. You're releasing old patterns and ideas that no longer serve your highest ideas of love, and loyalty on the bottom of the deck. Your reliability demonstrates your loving sense of devotion, consistency of being. Scorpio, you are one of the most loyal signs ever, but when you decide to detach, you do in a way that is like no other. And that could be hard for some people to understand as well. But this is the detachment from your own patterns, those self-limiting beliefs and ideas that are not there for your best good anymore, right? What's coming in for Scorpio in terms of love for April 2025? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs of Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio, for love for April. Ooh, we have receptive energy coming out here. Be ready to receive what fate has planned for you, Scorpio. There's some divine sort of planning coming in. Be open to receive that. If you're closed off or sort of lacking that ability to move forward. So we have labyrinth coming out here as well. Even when you feel lost, there's always a way through the labyrinth, Scorpio, right? Okay, and then you have trust. You need to have trust in a relationship in order for it to flourish. It's true. Without it, it will just crumble. So that's something that you could be understanding as well. On the bottom of the deck, you have spiritual, and your spiritual journey is beginning here. Scorpio, this is, I feel like, not only beginning in your spiritual journey, this has been a time of deep transformational knowledge where you've grown more now in sort of the last 6 months than you have in 10, 20 years. And you've learned to appreciate your empathy and then use it to, your highest good. And also that sense of ownership and gratitude has been something that you've really taken on a role with this in the last some time, I feel like. And you're always sort of feeling like, I feel like there's a sense of just being lost. Which way do you go? Where is your, heart? What is your heart supposed to be doing right now? You're lost in a sense of trying to understand the past pain and the future, plans, right? And trying to have a little faith in both, right? We've got codependency. Addictions could be affecting your romantic love life, Scorpio. Codependency can come in many ways. And we have love yourself first, Scorpio. Absolutely. Self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. You can't love anybody else if you don't love yourself, Scorpio. And I think you're learning to truly love yourself after coming through a very difficult time of sort of being just broken down and not only not loving yourself, but not understanding who yourself was to love, right? After all this pain and blame and shame, you had to learn who you were underneath all this again. And that's been a sense of sort of amazement, pain, growth. It's been a lot for you, Scorpio. We have new love coming in. A new person has stirred some romantic feelings. If they haven't already, be open to that as well, Scorpio. And we have stay optimistic about your love life as well. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Soulmate on the bottom of the deck. This is going to be a soulmate energy. And then look at trust again coming out. The situation's calling for you to have faith on the bottom of the deck. Scorpio, believe in what you don't always see, right? It's hard for you, especially because you've been through so much, to have that open ability to be positive, or even, again, having gratitude for the lessons and not looking at them as just such a sort of hindrance or painful time, right? It's coming in for Scorpio. We're going to take a look at the tarot here, and then we're going to clarify it for you. It's coming in for love for Scorpio for April 2025. It's been, as you've sort of worked through, these issues of codependency, learning to love yourself first, and sort of ownership and accountability that you've been through, it feels like it has been a labyrinth, a sense of walking through, just a sense of time. And now I feel like the person you are is totally different than the person you were 6 to 8 months ago. And it's going to require, a little faith in yourself, right? We have the Magician card coming out in reverse. You are able to manifest your greatest dream, Scorpio. You just have to believe it, right? You have to alchemize. You have to get in that mindset of just pumping that prosperity. Get it? Don't believe in no gloom and doom. This is really turning, you're shifting your thought patterns around here, Scorpio, so that you can change the course of the direction, right? Not keep reliving the same of the past. The King of Pentacles coming out in reverse, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Stability has been on your mind, right? A lot. Focusing on, where you're going, wealth, and the sense of power and authority that, money has or dictates in your life as well, Scorpio. We have the Three of Pentacles in reverse. Not willing to collaborate. No teamwork coming in. You're not willing to, for some of you, you haven't been willing to, collaborate, see different perspectives, get new ideas. There's been none of that energy, or someone hasn't been open to doing it with you, possibly you, Scorpio. We have that Queen of Cups, very much Scorpio energy for you. This is you following your intuitive emotions, getting in touch with your intuition, Scorpio. Starting to get back in touch with who you are, and that's a really powerful thing for you to come out of this reading with, because this is saying, okay, you don't want to collaborate, you don't want to do any of that, because you're just really trying to learn who you are after all this pain, and decide, you know, what the future looks like for you going forward. That Page of Cups coming in, very much a Dawn 1, new ideas, new energy for you, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. But this is also a sense of when pigs fly. So somebody could be coming in and sort of, you know, very Dawn 1 casual energy and offering you something. And you're like, nah, when pigs fly, I feel like this is not something you're willing to invest in. You have the Six of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck as well. There's a need for alchemy, that blending of duality here, and that Wheel of Fortune on the bottom of the deck as well. Whatever is incoming is obviously, I feel like, faded, course correcting, maybe for some of you. You know, and whatever is happening for you and not to you, Scorpio. I know it sounds cliche to say, but it is true. Let's take a look at that Magician for Scorpio in reverse, please. The Magician in reverse for Scorpio. Magician in reverse for Scorpio for April 2025. All right. Yeah, that Page of Wands coming out in reverse. So it could be information in some ways. That's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. I feel like it's also a passion, you know, looking at your passions here, what it is, you know, falling in love with something again that maybe you didn't, you know, that you lost touch with, that's going to really sort of create abundant beginnings for you. Can I clarify that King of Pentacles in reverse for Scorpio? Clarifying that King of Pentacles in reverse for Scorpio. Look at that, the Ten of Cups coming in. This is wish fulfillment. This is that white picket fence, right? This is you manifesting it all into being, right? This is you in the ground, on the, you know, firm and steady here, but you also, you know, the 10 cups above you. This is you manifesting what you want into being, and that's a great thing to be doing right now. You're changing that thought pattern, right? The Three of Pentacles. Can I clarify the Three of Pentacles in reverse for Scorpio? Clarifying the Three of Pentacles in reverse for Scorpio. Yeah, no more wide-eyed energies, no more feeling like you're going to be buying any stories this week. You're really on top of your spiritual game. That Fool card coming in, taking that leap of faith into that unknown is what is, you know, totally move out of that sense of Three's Cup, just three, you know, energy of just stagnance, I feel like, in that sense. There's a heavy energy with that Three of Pentacles in reverse. Can I clarify that Queen of Cups? I feel like taking a leap of faith on your own, whatever your intuition is telling you to do, do it, Scorpio. There is no need to resist, right? That Queen of Wands coming in underneath the Queen of Cups. Double Queens out for you, Scorpio. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is you really owning that power, intuitively listening to your gut and passionately delivering it forward. I like it for you because this is a great time for you to sort of become this like divine, you know, feminine energy, whether you're masculine or feminine. This is you owning it. Pardon me, Scorpio. Clarifying that Page of Cups for Scorpio. Clarifying the Page of Cups for Scorpio. There it is. The Wheel of Fortune card coming out is on your underlying energy there as well. This is definitely karmic faded energy. You got the Nine of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Wish fulfillment coming in. Whatever sort of correct, whatever experience you're sort of bringing into being right now, Scorpio, as powerful if it as one if it is, it's kind of, I feel like it's one that's taken you a long time to arrive at this destination, you know. There is some sort of questionable intentions around you or someone else you are dealing with, somebody that's got this manipulation, selfishness energy around you. There is an unfocused or blocked creative energy that is, if you start to redirect that energy, Scorpio, I feel like you will start to see things come forward. You know, I feel like if you're unsure of your ability right now to create that life that you desire, Scorpio, right now, trust in sort of what is the potential that resides within you, right? Feeling less than inspired, you know, at this time sort of reminds you that it is time to sort of find your muse, right? Find your spark, find what makes you tick. With everything you need sitting in front of you, right? Like the universe, but it's what's stopping you is the sense of you can manifest the life you desire through energy and action. And that's something you're learning to sort of understand in more ways than one. Page of Wands coming in for you to clarify that Magician card in, you know, reverse. This Page of Wands for me, that is also in reverse is Scorpio, this is a time for you to, you know, you can sort of feel the stirrings of something new coming into being, Scorpio, and something new that's emerging within you. Like I said, this growth game has been strong, but you don't know how to turn it into action. I feel like you are on an intense spiritual path right now, preferring to keep this journey a little bit private, personal, intimate. Yes, that's very Scorpio, but again, if you've got something to share with the world, it is meant to be shared, and Scorpio, you know that better than anyone. So, keep that in mind as well, Scorpio. This King of Pentacles in reverse is maybe obsessing over money, wealth, seeking status, greed, a need for balancing in the material and the spiritual world is very prevalent right now. There is, manifesting power in the longing, Scorpio. And as, so much joyful expansion, brings greatest potential into existence, right? Happiness happens when you do better than the last time, right? And in that pursuit, Scorpio, I feel like it is personal growth that allows, yourself desire, and the rest is consequence of faith, right? Steady habits and the courage to sort of work hard towards your dreams, right? Your dreams are endless potential, and I feel like this is something you are manifesting and working hard at. You're changing the game here with this 10 of Cups coming in. You're understanding sort of what is most important to you, redirecting your focus here, and starting to put your energy towards just that. And I think it's quite beautiful. Like I said, with that 10 of Cups, to clarify that, that's just creating the life of, connection and bliss by following your heart, trusting that intuition, Scorpio. There is a sense of wholeness, completion, and alignment that comes with that as well in your relationship with others and within yourself. It is a really good card to see it for you in this sense, because together they're just beautiful stuff here happening. This 3 of Pentacles in reverse, again, there's difficulty working with, others, collaborating at this time as well. Maybe there's a little bit of a need to listen, but somebody's pushing their own agenda here. There's an ego clash. There's trusting, in your partner's ability here as well. I feel like mutually beneficial relationships, they place equal importance on each other's, wisdom and sort of the way of being in the world, regardless of their, relational hierarchy, right? Everyone has something uniquely important to bring to their table in relationships. So this is, when life paths entwine, Scorpio, strive to create that state that you sort of weave your way in and out of each other's days, and welcome people into your heart and open doors of possibility that didn't exist before, right? This is a time where your relationships aren't about winning. It's really finding new ways to make each other happy and coercing, right? It's all about the bigger picture, remember that your relationships are the base of your well-being, right? It's fundamental. So take a leap of faith in terms of a new approach here. That Fool card is coming up to say, hey, yes, take a new approach in the way you see love or the way you do it. Try something different. New opportunities and new beginnings are available to you at this time. Be open-minded about it, Scorpio, and ready to explore, right? Be a little bit spontaneous. Follow your intuition, right? This Queen of Cups is saying, yeah, follow your intuition. Lead and follow your heart, Scorpio. This is time to do just that. And I think this is a good time for you to sort of address what it is inside of your heart that you're feeling. This is, again, a highly intuitive energy coming in, emotional intelligence as well. And this is, I think for you right now, she's asking you how well your emotions have been kind of serving you lately, reminding you that you do have the ability to connect on a much deeper level, right? Sort of feel and accept your own emotional intuition, right? Listen closely, Scorpio, as a way to understand what is truly going on and ensure that other people have heard when you sort of communicate with them. Devote time to the emotional cues, see the divine that's in everything, right? In every existence. And it takes both sun and shadow to make the ocean floor sparkle, right? And it is just embracing the dualities that everybody brings to the table, that everybody has something to offer. This Queen of Wands is, really owning your power intuitively. And this is, you really, I kind of feel like want to say standing up for everything that you believe in. And I like it for you tremendously, Scorpio, because this is a time where you sort of always have social butterfly energy, leading a busy life, making connections with others, putting yourself out there as you pursue your visions, right? You're confident, determined, unafraid to speak up and be heard, and that's coming with this, you know, newfound voice that I feel like you're getting and creating through the, you know, just the growth that you've done. This Page of Cups coming out, you know, again, I like it for you. I do. I think it is good positive energy, but be careful, because I feel like this Page of Cups is a little bit of a dreamer's, which is good energy, not, you know, but there's an unexpected trajectory here that is different. There's magic and synchronicity with this, right? So there's a very much, it's like the first breath of love or a very first kiss. Anything is possible. So you have to be open. This is sort of the pig's fly card, and holding it in your hands is that sign of sort of unforeseen, you know, good things coming your way, right? And it's going to have a childlike enthusiasm. Be open to what's coming in, Scorpio. This is a strangely unique place to be in, right? Unsure that, you know, that you're not being overly sensitive or blocking your own flow, but don't try to control the process either, right? Allow your emotions to flow, right? And you're going to follow the sort of breadcrumbs of joy that come with it. Play a little more, do something silly. This is, you're looking at the world like a big giant oyster, and it's time for you to dive in. This is the World card coming in to clarify it, because this is a new this is a beautiful karmic event. Things are really changing in terms of the way, you know, the past while you've been going through it, and now you're experiencing yet another cycle of change, but one that has got positivity written all over it. The wheel is turning, and your situation is evolving and shifting. And again, so if you've been going through tough times, this is saying, well, good times are being ushered in. So this is a great energy for you, Scorpio. Again, just remember that relationships are not about winning. They're about, you know, finding those new ways to make each other happy. Until next time, namaste.